Hey guys, got another little project for you. This time we're gonna put a good beefy set of brakes on my Tundra. This is the severe duty truck towing brake system that Power Stop makes. I went ahead and got rotors, the whole kit, front and rear for this truck. Truck has 150,000 miles on it now. I do some towing with it. I take a camper up in the mountains, and although I personally think that the brakes that are on the truck are adequate, and they're pretty heavy duty like they are, but having some extra brake performance for, especially when you're up in the mountains and stuff, would be a good benefit. They are vented and drilled and got the vents in them too. So this will help to remove heat from the brakes, especially when you're going down hills and the mountains and stuff, so you don't have brake fade as much. And they come with all new hardware. Got front clip hardware, and got the little rubber boots to go on the rear calipers, go along with the clips and the brake pads, and obviously rotors. They are directional, so you have a driver's side and passenger side. Anyway, we'll go through putting these on and see how they work out. So the first thing we got to do is go ahead and get the brake calipers compressed. Got to get your pistons, because it's got 4 pistons in it, and so they come out this way and this way. So you'll notice as I compress this, that this one's going to come out. So you've got to throw something in there to block it. So it pushes the fluid back up into your master cylinder, which is up under the hood, instead of just swapping places, going back and forth inside the caliper. So once we get that, we can take the hardware off. I think that one's compressed pretty good. So now I've got plenty of room to put the new pads in. So the biggest difference with what I'm doing this time prior to last time is I'm taking the entire caliper off, where I didn't do that last time. Now I will say that fortunately I live in the southeast where we don't have road salt, so my brakes are in much better shape than you guys that live in the Rust Belt, especially with that many miles on their truck. So I hate it for you guys, but it kind of is what it is. Alright, so there's my brake pads. They slide right out. And there's 2 big old bolts back here. I think they're 17 millimeters. Alright, we're going to take this bolt loose here, because this is what holds the bracket that keeps all this rigid, because you got to be able to get your caliper to move out the way. Just keep in mind that your ABS brakes, your analog brake system, is also connected to that, so you have to be real careful not to mess that up. This is why you live in the South, because in the Rust Belt, you would never be able to do that. I'm just saying. Now, this is the front driver's side. This is where having an extra set of hands might be useful, but you can make do. Make sure you put your little clip back in that holds your brake line into this bracket. got to go back in as well. Don't forget that. Now I am going to clean these pins up before I put them back on, just to get rid of any rust and stuff. So the brake lube they give you, you basically want to put a little bit of that lube anywhere you have a moving part. For instance, say like on these pins, you would want to put a little bit where the brake pads slide into and move around. Also, it says to put it on the back of the pads. It's got these anti-squeak deals on the back anyway, but I'm going to do that just because, you know, it won't hurt. So we got that on there good. It's real tacky, so I think it kind of stays where you put it. It doesn't wash off. For those guys that caught it, I did make one mistake. I got ahead of myself. I don't know what I was thinking. And I put both of these on this side. I will just call it a brain fart. Anyway, so I took the one off that was here and put it over there. So we want to go ahead and see if we can get a little bit of relief on the brake piston real quick. I think we can if we do something like that. Yep, there we go. Go ahead and compress your piston in. And the bottom. There's pin number 1. Pin number 2. It should come right off. Set it off to the side. And there's my brake pads. Now they are getting a little bit close to being, well, that one's pretty close to being gone, so I don't feel bad about just going ahead and doing the brakes on this thing. I'm not a big fan of wearing them out until there's nothing left. Then bad things happen. And we got new hardware there, these guys. Alright, now I can pull my bridge pin out. This is actually a real, what is a caliper bridge. This basically just holds the caliper over the rotor. The front ones don't really have a bridge because it's all kind of integrated into the caliper. And there's your bridge. All your little hardware that goes in there. Now that is a 7mm metric bolt. It fits these guys. And in case you're curious, there's your emergency brakes. It's a set of brake shoes on the inside. Unless you ride around on your emergency brakes all the time, chances of you actually needing to replace them is probably slim to none. They should last almost forever. Now I will say on these brake pads, on these, I don't think there's a difference between inside and out. They're all the same. So while I'm standing here, I'm going to go ahead and get everything done. right now. Ouch. You got me that time. Keep in mind with this new hardware that they are a little bit difficult to get back into the clips. Alright, so there you go. That's got your passenger side. Well, there you go, guys. There's my rusty brakes. Kind of wore out brake pads. There wasn't a whole lot left. There's my new shiny brakes. They really do look cool. Not that I'm going for looks. Really going for performance. And bang for your buck, I guess. There is a break-in procedure that you have to cover on these brakes as well. The information is with the package that you come in. It'll tell you all about it on the side. I highly recommend reading this, but it's more like you gotta, you know, drive aggressively for a few times and kind of do it moderate and then slow down and let the brakes cool. But that just kind of breaks them in like they're supposed to be, so they work like they should work. That pretty much covers it. I'm gonna get the wheels on it and go take it out for the break-in period. But I appreciate you guys watching the video. Give me a like and a comment if you don't mind. It does help the channel. And hope you learned something today. And you guys have a good one, and we'll see you on the next one.